Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. So, we have completed the July builds. That is right, probably based on the title and the picture and whatever else I put on this. I finally finished all of the July builds. So, July, I had 4 ADC RV2 blades, and I had 2 stainless, and I threw in an extra bloom just because I am crazy like that. So we had the Bush Hawk, the Yokdo, we had, oh man, I'm forgetting everything now. So anyway, we had all of those other blades that I finished a while ago. And now we got the stainless back, the gargoyle and the bloom for the July books. So these were spots that people, these are full custom specs to whatever that customer wanted. So the gargoyle and the bloom are part of that. This one was just an extra build that I decided to do for someone who I'm going to be sending it to. So this was an extra build that I had just decided to do on my own. So we did 7. So that is pretty cool. Plus, in the middle of all of that, I started about 4 or 5 other projects, which are all out in the middle of the ether somewhere, plus the 3 Hawks and the ADC RV2. I've been very, very busy, but I'm glad that these 2 are done, and I finished this one up as well. So let's talk a little bit about it. So let's start with this one. This is an AEB -L bloom. So this is a bloom that I just did a hand satin finish on it and kind of polished it up a little bit. It has the burlap, black burlap micarta. I did a fun custom bead for these people who are awesome. And you know, it's very straightforward, kept it simple, did the black G10 pins, and overall it looks and feels really good, and it's a bloom, so it's everything that the bloom should be for that. So here are a little bit of the specs on that one. So you can see AEB 5.5, 2.5, and the black burlap micarta with the custom bead. And this is the new card. If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you're checking out my link tree with all my links and stuff. Here's my email if you're interested. But that's kind of all the information, and every knife comes with one of these cards now, which I think is pretty stinking cool. So we have that one. Next up is this bloom. This is the bloom, but this one has like the raptor skin kydex on it. The person asked for a blue loop, and they also have an AEB-L blade, but this time it's acid etched and tumbled. And then they asked for this Admiral Blue Jute micarta, and they wanted the handle a little thick. So I had a lot of fun contouring and curving all of that out, making it very comfortable in the hand. My hand fits that very well, and it gets a little thicker back here so that it fills the hand nicely, and it makes it extremely comfortable for when you're trying to do any of the cuts that you need to do. So came out really well, I feel like. Again, we had a little mishap with the handle material being too thick, so I ordered a little bit thinner material, which is still substantial in the hand. We did the black G10. I did a custom bead for it, so I think this one came out really, really nice as well. So again, there's another bloom, and here is all the specs on that one, basically the same, but we did the Admiral Blue Jute micarta instead of that, and I acid etched and tumbled the blade. I should probably keep that way, huh? And last up for July was this, and this is a gargoyle. The person wanted this really cool kydex, this like mini hex red, EMT red kydex. Kydex is like a giant rabbit hole now. There's so many different things that you can get for kydex. that it becomes a little bit mind-boggling to try to pick out the right kydex for your knife, kind of like handle material. This one is in Nitro V, and it has been acid etched and tumbled, and it has the True Blood kyanite. So I polished that up really well. Some people are saying it's like candy, and I would 100% agree that it's like candy. And the handle has some really cool movement in it, and it looks really, really nice. I'm pretty proud of it. The custom bead that matches, so that's pretty cool. And overall, really good. We did a little bit of jimping on the spine on this one, so when you have it in your hand, which is super comfortable, the gargoyle grip gets thinner here for your ring finger and your middle finger, and the pinky lands usually right at the top, right at that little tail of the handle for me. So it's an excellent ergonomical knife. Ergonomical? That's not really a word, but ergonomic knife. My thumb gets right there on top of the jimping, and what an excellent cutter this would be. And if you're going to pinch grip it, again, we're right here, and you can control the tip. So excellent blade shape. Really happy with the way that that one came out. Here are the specs on that one, Nitro V. The overall length on that is 6 3/4 with a 3-inch blade, etc., etc. So you guys could see all the fun things on that. Again, the cards are an added touch that I am now doing, and I think they all turned out really, really well. I don't know about you guys. I'm excited to be done with these so that I can turn my attention to 2 other knives that everybody's very excited about doing. And I am still waiting for the August stainless to come back, which are going to be the SICK 3 Hawks. So in August, there will be 6 Hawks coming, and I hope you guys are excited about that. A lot of people have reached out about those 3 that I've already finished, but what do you guys think about these? I think they all came out really well. I'm pretty happy with my work and the things that I'm able to accomplish. You know, I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can for everybody. The books are interesting because you guys push me to come up with different materials or doing something a little bit different, using something thicker like this material besides like a 3/16 thickness material, which is what I normally would do on a bloom, where it's that instead of something thicker where I have to contour that a little bit to just make a sense in my brain. Not necessarily in the person that's getting it, but a really big thick handle on a small blade doesn't make sense to me, so that's why I shape it out the way that I did, and hopefully that person enjoys it. That's all I can ask for. But there they are, guys. The July builds are officially done. So hopefully you guys can appreciate that and like that. But thank you guys so much for following along on these builds. If you followed along from the beginning, that's one of the cool things, I guess, is that you can follow along with all these builds from the beginning all the way to the end and enjoy the process while it happens. At least you can. Sometimes I don't enjoy the process, but well, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everybody for watching these videos and following along with all the content that I'm doing. So thank you again. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. That choice is always yours.